There was blood on the bathroom tile, but none beneath her skin. I watched her in the mirror and I knew I let her in. She wore my favorite perfume, had my mother's kind of eyes. Kept a photograph from summer and my mouth too soft for lies. I followed her through back streets where the street lights flickered blue. She kept looking over her shoulder like she already knew. I said, don't make this harder. She said, you don't have to stay, but there are certain kinds of mercy that still look like a blade. I killed a girl last night. She looked a lot like me. Same trembling hands, same bad habit of believing. I left her by the water when no one ever goes. Took the name she used to answer to and buried all her clothes. I killed a girl last night. At least that's what I told the lie. She looked a lot like me, but she won't wake up inside. She had letters in her pocket from a man who never came. Little promises and lipstick and apologies with names. She believed that love was patient, she believed that time could heal. So I held her head beneath the surface till she stopped making me feel. She said, you'll miss me someday. I said, I already do. Then I watched the water close above the only life I knew. I killed a girl last night. She looked a lot like me. Same trembling hands, same bad habit of believing. I left her by the water when no one ever goes. Took the name she used to answer to and buried all her clothes. I killed a girl last night. At least that's what I told the lie. She looked a lot like me, but she won't wake up inside. Not like me, but she'll know waking peace of mind. Clean shoes, clean floor, change the locks on every door. Cut my hair, kill the past. Pretty things were never built to last. No sirens in the street, no detectives after me. Just a post beneath my sleeve asking why I had to leave. I said she knew too much, I said she made me weak. But every time I close my eyes, she's the one who starts to speak. She's in the way I say my name, she's in the songs I cannot play. She's in the dress behind the glass, she's in the girl I couldn't save. And now the mirror tells the truth, there was never someone else. I didn't murder any stranger, I only murdered myself. I cut the softness from my voice, I broke the heart that made the choice. I washed her fingerprints away and wore a face the next day. I killed a girl last night. She looked exactly like me. Same trembling hands, same desperate way of breathing. I left her in the mirror with the girl I used to know. Took the name she used to answer to, but nowhere else to go. I killed a girl last night. Now she lives behind my eyes. She looked exactly like me, because she was me. Before I learned to survive, there was blood on the bathroom tile.